Hydration is key. And when it comes to body water, here's why. It has inositol in it, which is good for your brain. It has niacinamide in it, which is excellent for your circulation. And just the water itself is excellent for your internal organs and your joints. It has 7 grams of carbs, which is excellent for your energy source while you're working out. And it has each and every B vitamin that you need to remain energetic. Body Aqua. Be bold, be brave, and be only daring to yourself.
You're live with Alvin After Dark, brought to you by BMW Freeport, located at 291 West Sunrise Highway in Freeport, New York. Please visit the service department located at 100 Cleveland Avenue in Freeport, New York. Also, we got Master Pico Mercedes-Benz on Sunrise Highway as well. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Leighton and Zuhaiti, how y'all feeling?
Hi.
Unbelievable.
Got you in the hot seat now.
Yep. Yeah. Moving on up in life.
Coming up soon. You see how soon?
Next week, you're going to be right here.
What's going on? What's going on? Listen, we have a very interesting topic tonight. We have a very, very interesting topic.
Yeah.
And we got a few things we're going to talk about this evening. And, one of our topics is going to be, should you have sex with your ex one last time? Should you have sex with your ex one last time? Also, in Brazil has a sex theme park called Erotica Land. So if you want to get your eroticism on, you can go to Brazil to Erotica Land. You can ride the roller coasters butt ass naked.
Really?
You can, they have a lot of stuff, freaky, deaky, nasty shit going on in Brazil. So
You need to go to Brazil.
And I've been meaning to go there for the carnival.
I'm sure Brazil. I heard Brazil is off the freaking hook. Hey, Jennifer Edwards, what's going on? I see you. Please share our page on your page. Definitely. If you both want to log on to my page and share the page on your page, please do so. Also, we got a lot going on. Also, once again, shout out to Body Aqua. Just lower the tone. There you go. Just lower the tone. We got a lot going on. Once again, shout out to Body Aqua. Body Aqua has some big things going on. They got a couple new flavors coming out. Big shout out to Belize Independence Group, which is BIG. Also, Friend Support Diocese of Belize. Any shout outs you guys want to give before we start the show?
Shout out to our team, man. Shout out to our team. You guys are champions. Thank you for the support we've been getting. Thank you, New York. New York has been unbelievable. We have not stopped working, Alvin.
That's good.
We got here, and it's like we barely get any sleep.
That's good.
Which is definitely a great thing.
That's good. Any shout outs?
Definitely shout out to New York. Shout out to New York.
Okay.
I mean, the last 24 hours, we maybe slept 3 hours. Went to bed at 5. We got up at 8:30. Back at it again tonight. We're not planning to go to sleep. New York is a town of no sleep, so we don't plan on sleeping.
Okay, well, that's good. Listen, no sleep. No sleep. People sleep when you're dead. So big shout out to Erica Jordan, who's definitely watching. Hey, Erica, I see you. Shout out to Katrina Hodge, I see you. So if you just tuned in once again, we're going to talk about sex tonight. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. So we're going to talk about it tonight, and we're going to have some fun. But before we do, briefly, I don't know if LA got this, the last picture I sent him, but apparently, and this is sad, this is definitely sad. We spoke about this before on the transgender side. Yesterday, the New York Post, a man was sentenced to stabbing a date 119 times for learning she was transgender. And I don't condone it. I don't condone anyone who's about, who has a problem with people who are, who has a different sexual preference, because this sexual preference has no relevance to our lives. So if I want to date a man, I'm gonna date a man. If I want to date a woman, date a woman. So it's sad because we live in a there you have it. So I wanted to post that real quick. It was I know we spoke about this before, but all I can say is, if you are transgender, if you are gay, if you are bisexual, and you're dating someone, and you're pulling the wool over their eyes, or you're not being upfront and honest with the person that you're dating, for every action is a negative, equal, and positive reaction. And I don't condone it. He shouldn't have killed her at all. What are y'all thoughts?
He definitely shouldn't have killed her, but like you said, he definitely should have let him know, listen, I am transgender. Let him know from the front. I don't condone the killing. However, you let him know in the front, it would have been equal opportunity for both of them to move forward or retreat.
It's sad, it's definitely sad, once again, I think that, for all the people who know someone who is transgender, especially, I think that, you have to be upfront and honest with these people that you're dating. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But, in the long run, because you don't know what the response is for that person who you are pretty much lying to.
Playing with.
Yeah, it's and it's the same sense. It's the same situation where someone is cheating and being dishonest in a relationship who is man and woman.
Yeah.
Just imagine what that individual goes through and how that person feels and how that person is torn and broken down and hurt. Just imagine, now you're on the other side where, I'm dating you and all of a sudden I find that you're a man and you're like, okay, you don't know what the response is going to be. And it's really sad. It's sad because now one person has lost their life and others, they both have lost their life because one person is now going to jail. Another person has lost their life, So hey, Melissa Moore, I see you watching. Thanks for tuning in. Eileen Marshall, I see you watching. Once again, if you're tuning in, we're going to talk about sex tonight and some other fun topics on the show. We're going to talk about once again the big erotica land in Brazil, which is off the hook. I've been doing some research about it. You can ride a roller coaster butt naked. You can have all kind of threesomes and stuff like that. Hey, Tim Lewis, what's going on? I see you. We're going to talk about should you have sex with your ex one last time. We're going to talk about people talked about on the Facebook thread. Also, we got some more pictures, too. We got some fun pictures on the meme. What's the one to the right there? LA, bottom for the cursive. That one right there. So this one, I had to put this up because I saw it and I thought it was real funny. Don't try to understand women. Women don't understand women, and they hate each other. LA, what do you think about when I sent you that?
I've seen that before, and that is the truth right there.
He said it's the truth. Hey, Brett Mitchell, I see you. So what I was somewhere, and someone was like, who are we? Women. What do we want? We don't know. When do we want it? Now.
Seems pretty
Well, it
accurate to
depends
me.
what time of the month it is.
Oh, there you go.
Depends on that.
It's the whole month. I mean,
No.
So I had to have some fun tonight and put up some funny memes this evening. Hey, Data Massey, I see you. Thank you for tuning in. So definitely, for all those who are tuned in on the Facebook thread, please get the opportunity and share this page on your page. And we're gonna have some fun tonight. Got some funny memes up there. The next one is what's the next one? So we're gonna talk about this real quick. We're gonna talk about the church hug. A lot of you women, stop giving men the church hug. Listen, if you're gonna hug somebody, just hug them, giving you all, please. Stop poking your ass out, and just if you gonna hug, that's like the ultimate friend zone hug right there. So definitely the ultimate church hug. But before we get into the meat potato part of the show, it says Elnor Robinson says I give them the side hug. I'm sure you do.
I think that's better.
The side hug.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's better.
Okay.
Safer.
Okay. Okay. Britt Mitchell says sometimes that church hug can mean she want him though too. That's right. On the down low, right? She's giving him a church hug on the side, like, "Boo, listen, meet me in the back of the pew in like 5 minutes. Give me my phone number."
yeah, church hugs take a lot of effort. So yeah,
It does.
It could.
It does.
It could be a sign.
Hey, and real quick, we're going to, I didn't get a chance to get any information about this, but on the sports side, Mike Vick was on Sports Center talking about how he feels that Colin Kaepernick should change his image. And I think Shannon Stewart was talking about how, did I get his name right, Tim? I think Shannon Stewart was talking about how he disagrees with Mike Vick, that Colin Kaepernick should not change his image. I don't know if y'all heard about the story, but apparently, Colin Kaepernick has not had a job with NFL. No team wants to sign him right now as a quarterback. And Mike Vick was saying he needs to change his image, cut his hair, and go clean cut. What do y'all think about that?
I definitely think you should be a clean cut playing a professional sport. However, I mean, I do support Colin Kaepernick and what he's doing, and I don't think Mike Vick is the one to be talking about, changing the image.
Definitely.
Where he came from.
It was crazy because on the flip side, they were talking about the reason why it's a huge difference because Mike Vick was arrested. Mike Vick went to jail, so Mike Vick had to change his image because the fact that he went to jail. He went to jail for dog fighting and
For dog fighting?
yeah, Mike Vick went to jail for dog fighting. So what happened was, Shannon was saying how the two circumstances are totally night and day.
Yep.
Where Colin Kaepernick just took a knee,
Yep.
in defense to what's going on with Black America and the way Black men and Black individuals are treated towards the police, versus to Mike Vick being arrested for dog fighting.
Yep.
So that's why he was saying how Mike Vick was saying I had to change my image, but Shannon was saying, hey, listen, Mike Vick, mind your business.
Yep.
So I don't know how y'all feel about that. On the Facebook thread, let me know how you feel. But once again, let's talk about it. We have some fun stuff to talk about. But real quick, so Brent, hey, real quick, Esther Burhawk, what's going on? I see you out there. Hey, hello to your husband, please. Brent Mitchell says, hey, I agree and disagree with Mike Vick because he wasn't coming from the point of view if Colin want to play. Okay, I'm sorry. If Colin want to play, man, he need to just change that militant look. Okay, I agree with you to a degree, but on the other side, people are saying, Mike Vick was saying that he should mind his business. But I think Mike Vick was coming from the point of, hey, my brother, listen, change your view. Change your image so you can get signed to a team. Mike Vick said it wasn't out of malice. It was totally out of just saying, hey,
brother to
brother, and people took it very offensively. So once again, we're gonna talk about sex tonight. So if you're tuning in, it's all about sex tonight. So the big thing is, should you bang your ex before y'all break up? One last chance. So I want to know, what do y'all think about that? Should you have sex with your ex before y'all break up? LA, what do you think?
No, I think you're asking for trouble. Walk away.
How about this new thing in Brazil, erotica land?
Yeah, you better wear a body condom. 'Cause you're going to get something on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. So we got some pictures real quick. Let's look at the first picture about the. Let's talk about the. Yes. So there's an amusement park. Keep that picture up for me, please. So there's actually an amusement park in Brazil, and it is a very interesting amusement park. So I want to know who wants to go to the amusement park first of all. So the amusement park, it is the world's first theme park, world's first sex theme park with boost bumper cars shaped like penises, vibrating cinema seats, and aphrodisiac snacks. Erotica Land will have a sex playground, a museum of sexuality, but sexual intercourse between visitors are strictly forbidden. So Eileen Marshall says, Brazil, here we come. Did you mean like COME or CUM, Marshall? Eileen, I don't know which one you're talking about. What do y'all think about that?
One more time. I'm still trying. What?
You trying to read how? You trying to figure it out?
No, yeah, I was posting a picture, so I was distracted.
So
Sorry.
there you go. World's first sex theme park about to open in Brazil, where you can get blowjobs and threesomes.
So you can't have sex at the park, but you can do everything else.
So what's the
pretty
point?
much.
Eileen says both. She wants a COME and CUM.
I think a good investment right now for people would be to kind of start making hotels over there.
What?
Right next to
See?
the
Sex hotels?
That's the business
right
woman over
next
there. That's
to
the business woman.
the theme park.
So inside the world's first sex theme park. There you go. There you
That's
go.
a good investment right
See,
there.
so listen. Thomas Smiles now. Thanks for tuning in. He says I am crazy, but that's what they're talking about. The sex. So listen, I want to know out there, all of you who are watching, please share our feed on your feed. But who's down to go? I want to know who wants to go. Eileen Marshall says she is down to go. Elnora Robinson says, who's down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. No. But listen, it's all about fun. Listen, it was interesting when I saw it. The theme park, it will be around sex. It is definitely interesting. So hold on. So Melissa Moore says, on sleeping with the ex depends. If they messed up, did something to you, give them one good last round and then walk away. Remind them what they have lost. Eileen says, hey, adult needs fun too. We have kids. We need to go away and have some fun. You know what, Eileen? I definitely agree with you. So talking about the sex theme park. What do you think about the sex theme park? And be honest. You got your lady here with you, but be honest. I need some transparency right now. What do you think about the sex theme park?
I think the sex theme park is a great idea. I mean, definitely to have a hotel beside it is a great idea too. I mean, I think it's an experience everybody should go to. I mean, when's the flight?
He said, where's the flight?
When are we going? Where are we going?
He said, where's the flight? Where are we going? What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's definitely interesting. I would want to go just to see what's going on over there.
I'm sure you, and you from DR, so I know you know.
I mean, you know.
No pun intended.
You know. Strippers are fun, you know. So it's like, imagine on a roller coaster, the strippers.
Be on a roller coaster
Fun.
butt naked. Can you be in LA? Would be on a roller coaster butt naked?
Actually,
Would you?
no, I really don't.
What
This
about
is
you?
hilarious.
Are you down? You down to go?
I'm down.
Yeah?
I'm down. I want to go. Let's make it happen.
I mean, we can do it.
Hey, brother Bash is going. I see you. So so Elnora says, hey, if it's mutual breakup, give it up one last time. But if he cheated, oh no. So okay. So Mr. Moore says, I'll be open to it if you try a nude resort. That's nothing. So Elnora also says, she says, I'm just gonna compare the turtlenecks if we went to a theme park. Okay. Thomas Smile now says, I hope they clean the seats. Melissa says, just bring a towel. So,
Well, this is funny.
so it is definitely. You know, I want to read to y'all what some people have said on the social media sites about a few things. So briefly, it says, should you have sex with your ex one last time? So on Instagram, a few people said, you know, my boy Han Solo says, hey, why not? Sneakers and Sequin says, no, run. RUUUUUUUUN ha ha ha. Sissy says, she says, let's sleep with your ex one last time. She says, only with the devil's penis straight up his ass.
Oh my God.
So apparently that breakup wasn't a good breakup.
She's salty. She's salty.
My boy Derek says, hell yeah, one last time every week. Yo, y'all Yo, once it comes to sex talk, y'all are hilarious. We all are definitely hilarious. So once again, let's check it out who's watching. Eileen says, any water rides? I'm sure there will be some water rides, Eileen. Melissa Polo, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. So if you're just tuned in, once again, we're talking about two things right now, which is you know, talking about sex tonight. And Brazil has opened up a sex theme park, and it's called Erotica Land, where you can ride roller coasters butt naked, and you can do tons of other stuff. You can have threesomes. But it was weird because in one part of the
Hold on. They can have threesomes, but you can't
have sex with
who?
That's what I'm saying. It says
That doesn't make
it
sense.
doesn't make sense.
That don't make
right?
any sense to me. That don't make any sense to me. You can have threesomes, but you can't have sex with.
Listen. Al says, "Hey, we're in Brazil. I don't know. I guess Sao Paulo. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know."
That's funny, Alvin.
He says, I'm there all the time. Yeah, I know. Look at that. See,
you.
great minds think alike.
Look at you. Look at you.
I see. Look at that. I'm telling you. She's great. So once again, if you're tuned in, we're talking about should you have sex with your ex one last time, and the sex theme park in Brazil. But you know, on a serious note, you know what? Let's look at this. What are the pros and cons of having sex with your ex? So what are the pros and cons?
The pros and cons. I mean, if you guys break up and you know one last time every week, why not? Why not get it in one last time? You're not in your relationship. You might as well just keep doing it. Used to the person. And
Okay.
the cons is if you guys are really trying to separate. Every time you do it, you rekindle that flame. That's the con to me. So if you got a clear understanding, listen, we're just doing this because we're doing it, and one person catch feelings, then you got to stop after that.
True. What do you think? What the pros and cons are?
Well, I'll start with the con is, for you to continue to do that.
Okay.
You can't receive something if your hands are full.
Okay.
You know, so it's gonna take that much longer for you to move on from that person if you go out and you do it one more time. There's a reason why that's your ex.
That's right. True.
Which, for whatever reason it is, that's the current situation that you're in right now. So you're gonna go ahead and put yourself in a position where you can't call that person your ex because that's not your ex anymore. That's the person you're with. You were just with that person.
That's
you know?
true.
You're being with that person by being with them,
True.
right?
Facts.
So
pros and cons.
that's the
Pros and cons.
con right there. If you're really trying to get rid of that person, you won't get rid of them because you're with them. Now the prawn, you know, it's a pro if you like it. If you like it, you like it. Go for it.
Definitely.
And that's if there's not a third person involved. If you're not already speaking to somebody else, if that other person's not with somebody else already, then I don't think there's anything wrong with you being with your ex. And that's maybe you don't want to be.
Sometimes people don't want to get rid of their ex, though.
Yeah,
They don't want to get rid of ex, and you broke up with them because something else, but the sex is still good. Go for it.
Got you. Now let's see what the people are saying. Says, excuse me. Salman says,
hi.
Brazil. Hey, Brazil also has one of the highest rate of age. Yes, we definitely know that. So hopefully, if you're going out there doing something nasty and freaky, you are practicing safe sex. Melissa Moore says no comment afterwards. That's the pro. Con, they may stalk you. I guess you got the good nine out. They gonna stalk you, right? He says I agree with Sue. Jason, what's going on, brother? I see you. Just okay. Bash says, just give us your toys to less fortunate ones. I guess, hey, sloppy seconds. There's nothing wrong with sloppy seconds. I think one of the things about dating, if you're still having intimate relationship with your ex is, that person could get pregnant, the woman could get pregnant, and you're in between the relationship with somebody else. But I think what happens is we get so comfortable, with the people that we're dating, or that that once we leave, and one thing you miss is the intimacy because because you're used to that person. You're used to the person, how they touch you, how they caress you, how you got how you during that time of when you orgasm and get ready to release, you're used to that person. So what happens is that's what happens, and certain people, they want to be fulfilled sexually, and especially when that person is doing what they can do and they're doing it the right way, and the person who's new to them, and excuse me, I'm gonna go back. Sometimes, or most times, what happens is, especially talking with certain women that I know, they are like a woman could be talking to someone new, getting to know that person, but
And mess it up with that.
and still having sexual relationships with their ex-boyfriend because they have not crossed that line yet.
With the other guy.
With the other guy.
That's not fair.
I think once the new person come in, you should definitely,
cut it off.
slice the ex out. Yeah.
Okay,
That's coming from a
okay.
guy.
Barry Gary, what's going on? I see you watching. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, if you're watching Alvin After Dark, we want you to share our page on your page. And tonight's topic is all about sex tonight. So if you're tuning in for the first time, we talk about relationship, health, fashion, and sports. And we're talking about sex. We're talking about the new theme park in Brazil that's called Erotica Land. And you can roller coaster butt naked. You can go swimming butt naked. You can have all type of nasty, fancy stuff that you want to have at the Erotica Land. Also, we're talking about should you, once again, have sex with your ex one last time. And we also talk about Colin Kaepernick real quick and Mike Vick, and Shannon talked about how he felt that Mike Vick was wrong in saying what he said about how Colin Kaepernick should change the way he looks because the two instances were totally different. Where one instance was that Mike Vick went to jail for for doing something illegal, and Colin Kaepernick just took a knee. So Mike Vick was supposed to change his image.
He had to. Well, he had to because of what he did to the dogs. And
Exactly.
He went broke. Colin
Exactly.
Kaepernick didn't go broke. Colin
Exactly.
Kaepernick's actually standing for something that, in some people's eyes, is something that's good. So why he got to change his image if you don't want to?
You're right. So, so a lot of people were up in the air about it. They felt that what Mike Vick said was wrong. Personally, I think that, and I saw the interview, and once again, Mike Vick
Johnny.
came from the heart, and it wasn't something of malice. Say it again.
No.
Shout out to Johnny.
Shout him out, man. Shout him out.
Johnny V.
Shout
What's
him
going
out.
on, Johnny V?
So once again, Odette, hey, thanks for tuning in. Eileen Marshall says, "Why is it nasty if I want to ride a roller coaster naked? Why does it have to be nasty?" I agree with you. If you want to ride if you want to go on a roller coaster
be
butt
free.
naked and be free at the erotica land where you're supposed to be naked, have fun. You know what? I think it's crazy because I was just watching. I was reading MSN today, and they were talking about how things that Americans do, that the rest of the world does not do. And one of the things that we do, or don't do, is we have this. It's taboo to be naked. It is, right? It's taboo to be naked. You go to any other country, Italy, France, there's these nude beaches, nude colonies, but it's so amazing because on social media, it's all about chicks dropping like it's hot, twerking, everyone showing their skin. But when it comes to talking about nudity and sex, it's like, oh my God, it's taboo. Don't talk about it. Why can't we talk about it, people? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I think that we should talk about it. I had actually I had to open up myself to that a little bit more after being with Leighton. He, he's very open about that. I'm not. Well, not now. I am with him. But it took a while. It took a while just because in my house it wasn't. We didn't really talk about it. I have 7 brothers, by the way. I have 7 brothers. And, they would talk about it amongst themselves. But I was the youngest girl, the only girl in the house. I'm the baby, the princess. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that in front of me. So it was a conversation that was never had with me. So it was something that I knew about because obviously, you come to learn about it eventually one way or another. And I just never really felt like I needed to talk about it. And I never would talk about it with other people. And now I realize that, no, it's something that everybody does. Everybody should do at least. It's healthy. It's a healthy activity, so...
Let me tell you something. Yes, practice.
Yes.
If you didn't see Girls Trip, I went to see Girls Trip. It was hilarious. I'm not going to tell you about the movie, but it was nonstop comedy. Someone said, "Oh, take your mother." I said, "I'm not taking my mother to see Girls Trip." I said, "Hell no." But it was definitely a funny movie, and it was based around sex, and it was hilarious. And definitely go see it. It was,
that's the movie you told us.
Yes, go see it. It was funny from beginning to end.
So you're definitely going to see it.
Yeah.
Eileen Marshall says, "Hey, exactly. I went on vacation with my firstborn when she was 13, and I was invited with her to a nude beach. And I thought that was crazy, but now I realize how it's just normal in other countries." And I agree with you, Eileen. It definitely is. Melissa Moore says, he told Kaepernick to cut his fro. That's what the uproar was about. Yes, going back and forth to Mike Vick, he was just saying how he's clean up his image and go clean cut. But once again, what Shannon was talking about, he was just saying how, once again, the 2 instances for Mike Vick and Colin Kaepernick were totally different because Mike Vick went to jail. So Mike Vick coming out of jail had to change his image. Colin Kaepernick did not go to jail. Mm-hmm. He just took a knee. So it's just amazing. What people thought about that interview and what they took from Mike Vick, and they thought, he was throwing shade at Colin Kaepernick, and I don't think he was. I think he meant no malice by it. Odette says it's a cycle passed down from past generations. I don't know what you.
Are you talking about the sex part that I was talking about?
Probably.
Talk about it.
Once again, we're definitely in a society where everything is sexualized, visualized. Sex sells, but we're so free to talk about it.
I don't know who the we is, but
Well, if you think about it, people are definitely they don't have the sex conversation with their kids.
Wendy.
Hey, Wendy, shout out to Wendy. They don't have the sex conversation with their kids. They don't. It's like, once again, it's taboo. It is so taboo to talk about sex, and I think that you don't have to get into the nitty gritty part of sex when you're talking to your children. I don't have children, so but I think that you should definitely have that conversation.
Definitely.
With kids.
Definitely have that
And I
conversation.
think with the access to social media and kids having phones
Oh, yeah.
and being able to now download every and anything on social media, the conversation should be earlier.
Oh, yeah. I was
What-
saying that to Sue the other day about that. That's the number one. That's the biggest mistake in my opinion of
Yeah.
parents, especially in today, where like you said, I didn't get my first cell phone until I was 12 years old.
Okay.
My nephew is 5 years old and has a cell phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to you gotta have that conversation earlier before they go figure out themselves, and so they can feel more comfortable, and move forward life. You have to. Period.
Now, I'm gonna ask the people on Facebook to
Ask 'em.
write. What do you guys think the conversation should go like? Everybody says you should have the conversation. For example, they didn't have the conversation with me, so I wouldn't know at this point if I was to have a child. My nieces, my nephew, I don't know what to tell them, and I feel like I
got it.
want to have that conversation with them. So I want you guys to give me your opinion.
Your
on what you
opinion,
think.
definitely.
What do you think the conversation should go like? How do you speak to a child about sex? How do you talk
What
about
is the
that?
signs? What age? What
Yeah.
telltale signs?
Melissa Moore says people are sensitive about African Americans and how our hair is judged in the workplace. That's what makes people upset about his comment. Now going back to Colin Kaepernick. Hey, Saul, what's going on? I see you've just tuned in. We have a fun show tonight. We're talking about sex tonight, about Erotica Land in Brazil, the sex theme park, and should you have sex with your ex one last time? And we're also talking about on the sports side, was Mike Vick wrong saying what he said about Colin Kaepernick? And
Hi, Steph.
And going back to to the sex talk again, at what age should you have a conversation with your kids about sex? And I was a teenager once. When my dad talked to me about sex, and it was very, it was a cool talk. I don't know what it is,
What do you
but
say? Tell me.
I don't know what it is. It's like I don't like clear my throat. It was cool. I remember I kept pestering my dad about the
How
birds
old
and the
were you?
bees. I had to be like 13 or something.
13.
I had to be like 13 or 14.
I think guys are different though. Guys
Yeah.
definitely gonna have it different. Yeah.
Guys is definitely different. I was like 13, 14, and I was at I was at that age of starting high school. I was 14 years old. I remember 13, 14. I was starting high school, and I think and with me, I think it was like between my freshman and sophomore year, only because I was very popular in school, and I was getting recognized by the girls. They was liking the kid.
And your dad saw that. He's like, oh, I don't need no grandkids right now.
So my sister out of Texas says, I'm facing that now with my son because he's getting ready to go to junior high school. David has that task right now. So my brother-in-law has that task. Good luck, David. So he has that task of talking to my nephew. And I think that, I think that, with the way social media is set up and the way, how kids are developing now and what they're talking about. And yeah, I think, parents should be transparent when having that conversation.
Definitely. Can't
But
be
we
afraid.
as adults, we're here on Alvin After Dark having an adult conversation because it is Alvin After Dark, and we're talking about should you have sex with your ex one last time? Should you check out the sex park in Brazil? Let's as a matter of fact, I'm gonna Google to see someone actually where was it? Someone Google and see where it is. But yeah, let's find out where it is. Let's take a look. Erotica Land. I'm gonna look it up for y'all people. Y'all can talk to the people while I look it up.
Definitely waiting to see those what age and what kind of conversation. How do you break it to your boy or girl? The conversation. I definitely think the parents should have it before the kids have it, because the kids all they're going to do is put peer pressure on each other and move forward. So definitely the parents you got to bite that bullet. You can't say, and you can't put fear in their hearts either.
Right.
You got to sit down with them and have a conversation with them, and let them know that listen, they can come to you to talk about it. But to raise that child through fear is to me, at least from my experience, is wrong. It's foolish. Melissa Moore. She put us.
I have three
she got-
kids,
she got a
24,
C more
22,
post.
13.
Oh,
I had
so-
the sex talk by getting them books that were age appropriate first. Then I told them to come and talk to me after they finished. When we spoke, I cracked jokes to break the ice and then made them comfortable enough to open up. I started it by 10.
So that's what Melissa Moore said.
good way to
Melissa
do
Moore
it.
says she started talking to her kids
That was good,
by
Melissa.
10, and that's good. That's definitely great. That's definitely great. So I'm looking here for the sex theme park. It's all over. It doesn't say exactly where it is, but
I'm sure if you go to Brazil, they'll direct you straight.
so
to
check it out, people. It's real too. If you Google it, Erotica Land in Brazil, it says a company in Brazil is planning to build a sex theme park
Shout out to Tasha.
with penis-shaped bumper cars and a 7D vibrating cinema. Erotica Land, which will be located near the southern city of how you pronounce this? This is Spanish. How you pronounce this word?
Piracicaba. That's not Spanish.
Piracicaba. I'm sorry, it's not Spanish. It's Portuguese. So Piracicaba will also boost a nudist pool, a snack bar serving aphrodisiac and pleasure train manned by male and female go-go dancers. Developers hope the park, which will be around 2 hours by car from Sao Paulo, will be able to open the doors to visitors by 2018.
It's not open yet.
Coming soon.
So yeah, it's coming soon. It's coming
definitely coming
next summer. But the plans are facing stiff opposition.
Shout out to
stiff
Javar's.
opposition from some locals who are concerned about the kind of people it might attract in the area. Well, listen, Brazil already attracts all kind of weirdos anyway but what Brazil technically is known for. I mean, Brazil is definitely known for it's one of the most beautiful places in the world, also one of the most dangerous places in the world, but it's known for its beautiful people and beautiful women.
Pay for in cash.
Yes, pay for.
Pay for it in cash.
So it's
What do
known.
you do that when they turn 18, they ask for boobs?
Yeah.
Probably.
We asked for cars. They said, "Listen, can we go get our breasts done?"
There you
Listen,
go. There you
I
go.
definitely want to hear what Tasha and Javar's got to say about this topic.
Oh yes,
Definitely.
Yes,
So definitely
please.
pour it. Y'all don't play. We see y'all watching. So go ahead.
So Laurie Street, thanks for tuning in. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the Erotica Land in Brazil that will be opening up in 2018, the summer of 2018. And we're also talking about should you have sex with your ex for the last time, and what are the pros and cons about having sex with your ex for the last time. So if you're watching and you're viewing, please tell us why should you or should not have sex with your ex for one last time. I did that for a long time. I was intimate with my ex for a long time before we finally called it quits, and it caused her more emotional pain than anything else. And I think
Probably a safe place.
That's the problem.
It's a safe place.
That's
It's,
the
Yeah.
problem.
It's a safe place. You're comfortable. It's a safe place. I mean,
yes,
it is. Yeah.
What I think it's a form of fear.
yeah,
It's a form of fear of the unknown of what life is going to be without that person, especially if you've been with that person
Long
for a couple
time,
of
yeah.
years.
yeah.
So it's like you're just like, wait, I don't want to be with you, but it's like I'm scared to give my all to someone else. So let me just keep you part of you, and you are gonna keep part of me. That's a thing that you think you're keeping part of the other person, but that person's also keeping part of you. You have to understand that.
And it's. I tell you, I said this before.
Hey, Javar's post run.
So listen,
man.
I said this in one of my other shows too, and I said that I was reading a great article, and the article was saying how when you do have especially when you have feelings for someone and you care for someone, you love them, and you have been in a relationship, your energy is in that person still. Especially
yeah.
for a woman, it's a little more challenging to separate the emotion. That's right, the emotional state. Because once you have sex and intercourse with someone, your energy, whether it's positive or negative, your energy of who you are is left in that person for a long time. And that's why sometimes it's harder for women to leave, especially if you're having sex with your ex. It's tough. Certain women can do it. Most women cannot do it because of the emotional attachment, but most women, they definitely can't do it because of that energy that's left. So it's all about the energy and what you're transferring.
That's about energy.
Yeah, you the good and bad energies you're transferring to the individual. So for some women, they need it. Like some women would actually break up with their boyfriend and have sex with that person one last time and say, "This is it," And I never understood why they did that.
And Tasha then definitely dropped the bomb.
Oh,
last night.
Tasha here. Well, let's
Dropped
see.
the bomb.
Well, hey, Javari, what's going on, brother? I see you. He says, y'all look great. So proud of you guys. Hey, y'all do look great. Tasha Jackson says, I'm going to give it to him until I'm comfortable to give it to somebody else. Go ahead, girl. I ain't mad at you, girl. Stop playing. Drop it like it's hot. Pick it up like it's cold. Stop playing. Erica Jordan says the biggest problem with that is that you give the ex false hope. I think you definitely do. There is some false hope there. Melissa Moore says having sex with ex could be to get the person out of your system. And that, as we say, it could be to get the person out of your system, but that person could still be in your system technically. And
make more systems.
And Miss Jackson says, not if you have an understanding. You're right, so, but it's tough. It's how do you do it? Do you?
Then it's like, why are you guys breaking up? Then don't break up. Then stay together.
Now
Well, eventually, sometimes it bring you back together because now you look. I think it boiled down to man, we have sex logically. It makes sense. Logically, it's fun. Is what it is, and women have it emotionally. When you bring emotion and logic together, then eventually, in some cases, you'll get back together. But if you have a hard breakup, you shouldn't do it at all because you want to rekindle that fire and then come back in a relationship, and the person not ready. They're not ready.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's not mine. No. Thank you.
So once again, if you're watching, should you have sex with your ex one last time? Should you? That's the topic for the night. Should you go it says, the picture I posted on social media was, should you bang your ex one last time? So should you give that the good heave ho one last time and say, this is what you're gonna be missing out on?
One last hoorah.
One last hoorah. Or just leave it alone. It is what it is, I don't know. But I want to know who, I know I done seen already Eileen Marshall. It wants to go to Erotica Land. So who else is down to go to Erotica Land in Brazil for summer 2018?
How much you think the admission is?
I don't even know. I'm probably free. Just show some titties.
No, everybody does that.
I know, right? It's crazy because when I was reading about Erotica Land, I was reading everything about it, and it just seemed like a wild, crazy, big orgy. Like you go into hedonism in Jamaica,
Outside and sweating.
It's just crazy. Once again, like I said, Brazil is known for that. Brazil is known. It's like you don't get butt naked.
Javar said, "What is erotica land?" So let's get a brief overview. Of
What is erotica land? So I'm gonna talk since Javari tuned in late. We're gonna explain to him what erotica. Show him what. There you go, LA. Show him what erotica land is. It's the amusement park that will be very similar to other amusement parks on the globe, except you can be butt naked on a roller coaster. What are other pictures, LA? There you go. World's first sex theme park is about to open up in Brazil, where you can get blowjobs and threesomes. So that's erotica land. What's his name?
Javar's.
Melissa Moore says, erotica land sounds like a happy place. I'm down. Let's go to our happy place. Well, you got 4 kids. I'm sure you've been to the happy place a few times, Melissa. But if those of you just tuned in, you're watching Alvin After Dark, and we're live every single Tuesday on Facebook Live, 11 p.m. And we went straight into our topic this evening and showed y'all some pictures. But we got some guests this evening. We have Miss Layton Brown and Miss Sue Haiti, and and they're all about finance and things like that. And with any of y'all can go tell them what you do, what you're about, and things like that.
So we're financial educators. So what we do is we show people how to lower expenses, make more money. We really teach people how money works, and we take a really educational approach on showing people the fundamentals of learning about money and business that were not taught in school. And nothing against school, but school doesn't guarantee you to be successful. So we teach entrepreneurship. We teach you how to build a business that pays you when you're not working through financial services, helping clients with anything, from insurances, investments, retirement, legal programs, and also showing them how to have supplemental income so they can have a way out if they don't like their job, which most people hate what they do. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't like their job at all, and we allow you to really be your own boss and really get paid what your work. Be able to sit down with someone and make $500 an hour, really helping them, is the way to way to go. So we're looking for anybody that's motivated, ambitious, sick and tired of being sick and tired to, join our team in New York, our expansion team.
Yes.
And you can
Public
contact.
announcement. We are looking for great leaders. We need managers, people in charge, leaders.
Send up
Please, where
influencers.
are you? Call us. 347-320-0047. Call us. We need great people that want to come and make a change and just rock out. We need you. Call us.
So we got Abdul Rahim Badger. He's watching. Melissa Moore says, Alvin, we're Libras. You know we're always about happy. Yes, Lord, baby Jesus. Lori Street says, hedonism was fun. Erotica sounds crazy. Yes, I'm sure it will be crazy. I'm looking forward to some people.
Lawrence and Tasha are together, by the way.
Hi, Ralph.
I kind of figured that. I kind of figured. Hey, Nicole, what's going on? I see you. Thanks for tuning in just tonight. If you like I said, we're tuned in. We're talking about sex and Erotica Land is going to open up in Brazil in 2018, and we're talking about should you bang your ex one last time? Literally, that's what the meme I put up this afternoon. Should you know that one last heave ho before you call it quits? What are the pros and cons about that?
Lori Street said one for the road.
There you go. One for the road. Melissa says, I'm gonna need you to tell me how to invest in the Go Happy Land, Erotica Land. Listen,
set you guys up
like they were saying, the best thing to do is you invest in some hotels around Erotica Land, because a bar or something, a bar lounge, and call it something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Call it. We're gonna call it El Punto. What is that?
El Punto, the point.
We're gonna call it the point. We're gonna call it. We're gonna have a lounge called El Punto. There was a club in Germany when I was stationed in Germany in Kaiserslautern, and there was a spot called El Punto, and these two Dominican dudes called it the point, and it was called El Punto, and it was cool because they served rice and beans and all the Dominican food, and it was cool, but it was called the point.
In Germany?
It was Germany. It's called
We
El Punto.
everywhere. Hey.
But we gonna open up a club called El Punto in Brazil called the Point. So we're gonna be the spot. It's gonna be that spizzot. So we literally give y'all the point. But once again, we're here every single Tuesday night, 11 p.m. And once again, if you just tune in, I'm all about giving entrepreneurs the opportunity to come up here and showcase their product. And I had a couple memes about for entrepreneurs. What was that little message I had for the entrepreneurs, LA? Yes, please. So stop asking black business for hookups. Sincerely, black businesses.
Amen.
And I put that up because it is so important that you support each other. And one of the hosts here, well, two of the hosts here, Kimberly and Patrick being me. Kimberly has a cleaning service that she does, and being me has a apparel collection called Being Me Pro Standard hats, which is why I'm wearing one of the hats right now, and they're nice hats. So once again, if you can go, I see everyone when they're out shopping, they're posting that they're shopping at the mall. They're posting that they're shopping at. They're showing their red bottom shoes. They're showing
Louis Vuittons.
They're showing everything they got, which is cool, which is great, But just like you're out showing other brands, other people's brands like Tommy Hilfiger, Louis Vuitton, Christian Louboutin shoes, Polo, wherever you're at. It's like my boy, Patrick being to me, this is his hat collection. He has an awesome hat collection, and if I can show you, it's of quality.
Yeah,
the hat
really
is
nice.
of quality.
Really nice.
The hat's about $30, and so just like you're out supporting other businesses, please support entrepreneurs. If anyone who wants to come to a studio and have put together music, you can call LA. Where can they find you here to get a hookup for the studio?
I guess you can go to the Facebook page, Strong Island Radio and Television, or you can hit me up just on email, la@strongisland.com.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm like I said, if you're just tuning in for the first time, this is Alvin After Dark, and we're located at. I'm about to give you my BMW address. No, we're here at the studio, and what I've done is I created a platform for all entrepreneurs to market themselves. And people say, well, what do you charge? Just give me a call, and I will be more happy to wear your products, showcase your financial products. Come up here, talk about our topics. We talk about fashion, health, relationship, and sports. And we have a good time and we do different things. And you know, we give the opportunity for everyone to network and shake hands and rub elbows. And you know, whether it's financial advice and or things like that. You know, I've had people show their hat collection. Like my boy Rico for Freak Life hats. I got a new other entrepreneur. He has a whole new apparel collection. He wants me to wear some jackets and hats, and I'd be more than happy to. We have Shantice Hogue with her personal skincare, where she you know, she was getting rashes and stuff from using other brands, so she developed her own personal skincare collection. Some jewelry people came up here before, so that's what we're about, is give everyone the opportunity to showcase what they're about, and also talking about the topics that we talk about. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about tonight erotica land in Brazil, which is kind of left field we normally talk about. But if you want to go to erotica land, which is a sex theme park, so it should be open in the summer of 2018. So hope we see you there, butt naked on the horse. We're also talking about, should you have sex with your ex one last time, and also Mike Vick, him commenting about Colin Kaepernick, about changing his image, and how Shannon Stewart said, hey, listen, Mike Vick went to jail, so he had to change his image when he came out, whereas the Colin Kaepernick did not go to jail, where he just took a knee, and the two instances were so black and white, where he doesn't feel that Colin Kaepernick needs to change his image, but you know, Mike Vick needed to change his image because of what he went through.
Total 180.
Yeah, you know, definitely.
Javaris asks, what if someone doesn't have experience in finance? Actually, we welcome people who don't have any experience in finance. You come into the business, you're brand new, and you're very open to doing something different. So we welcome you. Come into our business. You know, we train you. We pay for your licensing, and you come into the business and do something different, because you got to ask yourself the question: if you keep doing exactly what you're doing, are you going to have the lifestyle you want to live? So the answer is starting a business, something different, learning about money and making a lot of money. So we welcome you guys to, and give us a call.
Eileen Marshall says, I can talk crafts and sex any day. Good. Guillermo Diaz, thanks for tuning in, brother. Good to see you. Got to have you up here. So, Guillermo, I think it's your first time watching or second time watching. But once again, this is Alvin After Dark, and we're live every single Tuesday on Facebook Live on Strong Island Television, right? Right, LA? LA, what we got? Anything for the people before we know? We got some time left, but anything for the people? Any advice or any sex advice from a man of
Wisdom.
He's laughing.
You know, I'm a man of God now, so I don't talk about that stuff. That's in my past.
Just protect yourself, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. And I'm gonna go with LA, because I mean the last thing you want to have is you break up with someone and you guys are still having fun, and boom, there's a baby. Now you guys got to be tied down for the next 18 years because you want to have fun. So definitely with LA, you know, wear a body sleeve, right, LA?
Yeah. If I'm going to Brazil, absolutely.
Well, it's not just 18 years; it's the rest of the child's life.
You
said just 18 years, damn.
First 18 years. Is a long
So
time.
then you gonna marry this man that just playing? Lori says, please mention Black Femis, a nonprofit financial literacy program for kids starting from 3 years to adults. So look at that. We just mentioned it. So once again, if you have a product that you want to market or anything you want to talk about, shoot me an inbox. Shoot me the topic of my inbox. I'm always willing and able to talk about any and everything. We normally discuss fashion, health, relationship, and sports. And we have fun up here. We did paint night, sip and paint night, which we're gonna do again, hopefully in the near future. And
you got two images up that we didn't get to.
Oh,
I
sure.
don't know if you wanna.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm not sure what they are, but.
Yes, support your friends' business and progressions like you support celebrities
Facts.
that you don't actually know. So, and this is something this is true. Just and I said it earlier, just like you support other people who don't know you, and just plug in the word. I've been working at BMW Freeport for 12 years, and I thank everyone who always plugs me into someone, says, hey, looking to buy a used car, a pre-owned BMW or a new BMW to lease. I appreciate everyone who gives me the referral, and if you send me a referral, I'll definitely make it worth your while, especially if I'll send you a referral fee and I'm good for it. I've sent people a couple $100 where they were like, really, you're definitely be more than happy to look out for you, look out for me. But support each other is huge. You don't you really just don't understand how huge it is for you to support.
Go ahead, Sue. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I know she itching to speak about that.
say it.
She's going through that right now, so go ahead. Don't hold back. Go ahead.
Don't hold back. Yeah.
It's just interesting. It's so interesting. This is my first year as an entrepreneur, really having my own thing, and it's so crazy how people can be so close to something, to just the thought that you actually went out and did it for yourself.
Yeah.
They just don't even think that it's possible, so they think that you can't do it, so that's why they don't even, hear you out. It's crazy. So I'm just dealing with that, learning, and I think that little by little, people would just start to really see that, hey, she still didn't go back to work. Hey, she's still doing that show. She's still doing. Oh, wait, she's still. So I'm still here, guys. I'm calling a lot of my connects, a lot of people that I know. So, just I'm here. And if you have any questions about what I'm doing, if you want to get involved, call me. I have the same number, 347-320-0047. You can call me.
How much our part timers make a month, Sue?
It all depends on how much they work. So it's like I have part timers in Florida making $2,500 up to $5,000 a month, and that's part time.
It doesn't jeopardize your job. We have students, we have doctors, lawyers, guys. The water's warm. Entrepreneurship is where it's at.
It's crazy because I was reading an article. I think it was MSNBC where they're looking at how finances has turned the tables of there are more and more entrepreneurs now coming into the market, whether it's the network marketing where people are afraid to get into, whether it's different things like I'll throw some names out there. Like I was involved with 5 Links, and people say, "Oh, it's a scam." I always say this. I got my boy Pete. He has been involved in every network marketing you can possibly think of, and it works for him. It may not work for you, but as far as being an entrepreneur, if you love what you do, you never have to work a day in your life.
Amen.
You get up every day and you work 40, 45 hours for people. You punch a clock, and you don't love what you do, and you're not making the money you want to make. And it's up to you to go out there to take that chance and create the happiness and wealth for yourself. And you never know what you can possibly do until you do it. Yes. So it's about you taking a step back and stepping out of your comfort zone and trying something different. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. So it's a matter of you trying something different, and learning new things. And you'd be surprised at what you can accomplish once you start doing it. For those who know me, know that like my boy Guillermo and Tim and everyone, like Eileen Marshall, who's known me from high school, know that I've always worked in retail. I worked at Herman Sporting Goods, Nike Town. I was a trainer. I worked for Gap. I was a store manager for Gap. Victoria's Secrets, I was a manager. J. Crew. Yeah, Victoria's Secrets, man.
How was that?
Very interesting.
Interesting.
It was like erotica land. But what I'm definitely saying is, when I got the opportunity to work at BMW 12 years ago, the one of the sales managers said, "Have you ever thought about selling cars?" I said, "I'll never sell cars." He said, "What do you make a year here?" I said, "I make this amount at Mont Blanc." He said, "Well, you make that your first year. Second year, you're gonna double it." I said, "When do I start?" So now I've been selling BMWs for the past 12 years. I enjoy what I do. I love helping people and making people happy. That because we were co-workers there. You know how I'll come to your office down by service.
Shout out to Randy Eugene.
And I'll be happy about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's
always
because it's fun. It's fun to see someone
super suited up all the time, super fresh.
It's
always.
GQ magazine.
Yeah, it's fun to put someone in a brand new BMW every 3 years, or put them in a brand new car or a pre-owned car, whatever it was, and see them happy and drive off. That's what I get out of it. So
when we get that M6,
Plus
you got
a nice
us.
paycheck.
Yeah, definitely.
You know
right
they pay you
interior.
well. Stop.
It's right. It
Plus
pays
the
pretty
paycheck.
good.
Come on.
Listen, ask a question. When we get ready for the M6, you got us.
I'm there. Hopefully, I'm
All right.
still there. Hopefully, I'm still there. But we're about to get out of here. But once again, before we leave LA, anything for the people before we leave?
No. That's I don't know what to say.
Nothing
Sorry.
sexy. Nothing sexy.
No.
I just want to say one more
Sure.
thing about entrepreneurship. And I posted the other day that the real asset here is time. And it truly is. If you keep on trading time for money, you're going to run out of time to enjoy the money that you have. So the key here is to magnify what you do with your time. That's the key, guys. So if you want to call me, let's talk about it. Call me. Thank you, Alvin, for having us.
No doubt. Thanks again. Thanks for coming out.
It's a great guy. It's a great guy.
Wait, anything for the people before we leave?
The one thing I'm gonna say from the great Warren Buffett. If you guys didn't know, Warren Buffett before he became the investment guru, he started in the financial services industry. So, hello guys. And he's famous for the quote, which I love: "If you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you'll work until you die." So if you don't find a way to have money coming into your account, reoccurring residual, passive income, you're going to work until you die, guys.
That's it. And once again, listen, I'll always say this. Listen, what you put into something is what you're going to get out of it, and it's very, very, very important that, you take a step back, look at yourself as a whole and say, listen, you know what? If you want to, take a chance, you got to. I'm going to pull something up real quickly for you before we get out of here. And it's a great quote, and it's called the 3 C's. I'm gonna read you what it says briefly. It's not even here. It says you have to. I'm mumbling here. I try to pull it up, and I go pull it up, but it's a three C's. In order for you to you have to take a chance. It was take a chance.
I'm gonna guess for 3 seasons.
No, I'm ready to
be
pull it up.
committed, be coachable. I don't know.
No, I'm gonna get it for you right now. I'm gonna get it for you right now. Before we go, I'm gonna get it for you right now. 3 C's quote. I'm gonna pull it up for you real quickly. Here it is. I'm sorry. I was mumbling because I was thinking about something. I wanted to say it, but I couldn't say it.
You're thinking about
So
Land?
yeah, I was thinking about Erotica Land. no, that's what it was.
You booking a flight over there?
I'm booking a flight in 2018. The 3 C's of life: choices, chances, and change. You must make a choice and take a chance, or your life will never change. That's what I meant to say.
Shout out to
I couldn't get
Tyrone
it out. But once again, thanks everyone for tuning in to Alvin After Dark. Here's a word for our sponsor, Body Aqua. We're out of here, and we're going to see you next Tuesday with Kimberly
guys.
and being me. Peace.
Hydration is key. And when it comes to body water, here's why. It has inositol in it, which is good for your brain. It has niacinamide in it, which is excellent for your circulation. And just the water itself is excellent for your internal organs and your joints. It has 7 grams of carbs, which is excellent for your energy source while you're working out. And it has each and every B vitamin that you need to remain energetic. Body Aqua. Be bold, be brave, and be only daring to yourself.